Hey guys, I'm back with another GoPro tips and tricks video. As most of you know, if you drop your GoPro attached to a suction cup mount into a bucket of water, it will sink. Most of you also know that if you do this even with the floaty back door, the suction cup mount is still heavy enough to sink your camera. So in today's GoPro tips and tricks video, I'm going to show you how you can very simply and very cheaply add a float to your suction cup mount that will float your GoPro. This float that we're going to add to the suction cup mount will float the GoPro even if it doesn't have a floaty back door on it. To do this, all we're going to need is our GoPro, our suction cup mount, a knife, and a kid's pool floaty toy, a pool noodle. Lots of places sell these. They're really inexpensive and they're basically just a foam noodle. The first step is to disassemble our suction cup mount. So we're going to do this by simply taking the top mount of it off here. So you unscrew this screw, pop the washer off, slide out the bolt, and then pop the top cap off. We now have to cut a piece of the pool noodle to fit onto the center part of the suction cup mount. To do this, we're going to take our knife, measure off how wide the center of the suction cup mount is, about that big, and then slice through our pool noodle. Just like that. Now, you're going to want to try and find a pool noodle that already's got a hole in the middle of it. As you can see right now, the hole in the center of the pool noodle is clearly too small to fit onto the suction cup mount, so the next step is going to be to enlarge the hole in the center of the pool noodle so that it will fit onto the suction cup mount. I'm going to do this in a very unscientific way by simply cutting some of the foam out of the inside of the hole using that knife. Once you've enlarged your hole enough, you can go ahead and just shove it onto the suction cup mount just like that. And then we can go ahead and reassemble our suction cup mount. Starting with the top piece and then the bolt, making sure that you get the square end of the bolt into the square end of the square side of the mount. Then the washer. And finally the thumb screw. And there we go. We've added a floaty to the GoPro suction cup mount, a float that's big enough to float both the GoPro camera and the suction cup mount, something the GoPro floaty back door could not do. One last thing, guys, make sure you test yours because there's no magic size to these, so just make sure that you stick your camera on it and you mount however many extended bars you're going to use with it, and then throw it in a bucket of water or your kitchen sink or something, just to make sure that your float is big enough to float your camera, because it'd be nothing worse than thinking you've got it right and then actually having it sink. So because these are all custom and everyone's going to be doing their own, make sure that you test yours to make sure that yours is the right size for your camera. So guys, that was another GoPro tips and tricks video showing how to add a floaty mount or floaty to your GoPro suction cup mount to float both your GoPro suction cup mount and your GoPro camera. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and check out my channel for lots more videos. Until next time, thanks for watching.